Yo, yo, yo. We back. Told you. Y'all thought I was lying. Don't ever think I'm lying, even though I'm lying most of the time. No, I'm playing. I'm not. Most of the time, I'm not lying. Stuff be happening. You, yo, I was asleep and woke up like it's Mean streaming. Yes, I am. Anyway, let's get into the chapter because I'm trying to catch up to One Piece. We're gonna start pumping stuff out. We got to. Um, if y'all didn't know, I was working all them doubles and stuff like that. That was 4 minutes. Okay, still. Somebody said it was gonna be 20 minutes. I actually started off in 1 minute, but I was doing something and then I turned like when I clicked the live stream thing, that was less than 1 minute. And I typed in all that stuff, that was less than 1 minute. I just had it in the background while I was doing some other stuff on this computer. All right, but anyway, let's go. I said 20, I was wrong. I was close. I was way closer to what the time I said I was gonna be on there. Also, we're gonna start pumping out them games again. I gotta finish Kingdom Hearts. I think I'm close to done, but I gotta finish Kingdom Hearts before they take it off of the Game Pass. And they got all the other Kingdom Hearts on there. I'm gonna try to finish those. Me rubbing one out in the other 3 minutes. How'd you know? Okay, anyway, Capone is looks like Lola is part of Capone's crew now too. Did they get Lola Gotti and Lola's getting? They got married that quick. They got married after 3 days. Wow, Lola was looking for somebody. That was the whole point of her character. She said, "Man, I'm trying to find somebody to marry. Somebody I really want to marry, not somebody mom put me like set me up with." But that was kind of quick. Shiffin probably put her up like, "Yo, this dude, he got it. He all right. You need to get with him." And to be honest, she liked everybody anyway. But for Gotti just to like accept it that quick, man, it must be lonely on that ship. Gotta be lonely on that ship. With my man Vito. Okay, Vito right there. Anyway, the flower capital. It's the night of the Grand Fire Festival here in the flower capital. I was going to say flower capital. Okay, is this a flashback? Who's this? The lone place that flourishes in Wano, the smile of the people, cover up the fears and pressure that lurk behind them. Somebody looks like a Oni behind them or something like that. What the heck is this? Where is this coming from? This got to be a flashback or something. What the heck is going on? Why we cut away from the fight? I think this is a flashback or something. Okay, they were able to survive because of the furtive belief that the country would be saved by the Kozuki samurai one day. A legend that seemed plausible enough to support their faith. They got balloons and everything. People dancing on the balloons. Okay, I didn't get a notification for the first stream. Now I'm in this stream. They want to notify me. Yeah, they trying to stop me. Google does not want to see me doing good. They know that if the channel takes off, it's a wrap for some of these other creators. Okay, I wish this day would never end. Won't have another drop to drink for an entire year once this festival is over. Damn it, if only Orochi didn't have Kaido backing him up. There's a man, if this is funny, because basically what he's saying, yo, if Orochi didn't have Kaido, they would have smacked him. They would have smacked Orochi immediately. They would have smacked the dog crap out of him. It'd have been a wrap for him. You know what I think? I think the Kozuki clan's battle is happening right now. They're celebrating because they know it's that time when it's supposed to when the Kozuki clan supposed to be getting down, and they hoping that they're going to beat Kaido. I bet they recruited warriors from all over the world to help, and they went to Onigashima and sliced up Orochi and Kaido and raised hell. Dude saying it with a big smile on his face. They enjoying this. That's right. You tell them. When everyone can speak their dreams aloud. This water is so fresh and delicious. What a day of luxury. Water's a luxury to them. That's crazy. Like, to be honest, they say you shouldn't take water for granted. That's no, we should take water for granted. You know why? Because it should be that people use it in a way where it should just be normal to people. Not wasting, but it should be normal to have running water for people. You know what I mean? It should be so normal that people don't even give it a second thought. You know what I'm saying? They should set up a system where we don't waste it though. But it shouldn't be to the point where it's like, oh man, I got refreshing water. What? That should be normal. The air is so fresh here. Breathe it all you want. They get to breathe air. They talking about air. Like we got actual air. Oh my God. It don't smell like fart. No one will be executed today. It's the best day of the year. No one's gonna. Plus, nobody I know got killed in South Central LA. Today was a good day. Orochi will be back, but for now, sing, dance, enjoy yourself. For today is the Fire Festival, and Ja Rule didn't mess this one up. Ja Rule didn't mess this Fire Festival up. Okay, now what's going on? Okay, we see the Skull Island where what's the name of Kaido is. Look out, run away. Somebody just landed on in the middle of the town. It was wait a minute. Wait, it might have not been there. They might have landed in the Skull Island or whatever. These these Onis or whatever just came out of nowhere. Don't let them catch you. They'll slice you up. What's going on? I want my vision black. Okay, what is that? They look like Onis. That was Queen. It really is a plague. That was Queen. What Queen do? This Oni thing, that's not Queen. Okay. Do these people have mythical Zoan types? Mythical Onis or whatever? What up, man? I see you catching up. We almost caught up. The new One Piece chapter just dropped, so I'm not even worried about that. I'm trying to review it on or react to it. I'm doing to be honest, even though I'm doing a reaction, I am reviewing to an extent. It's not a full-on review. I stopped doing like just straight out reviews because I haven't had time, and I've been messing up like sometimes doing it because I don't be having time to go back and read and just absorb everything. So I be messing up a lot. So I just do reactions because it's easier that way. And if I mess up, it is charged to the game. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I just don't have much time on my hand. Now, if I was making some money on YouTube, what's going on? Just being honest, if I was making some money on YouTube and I could take time off my jobs, oh man, we'd be dropping content left and right. Okay, it's cold. I'm turning into an Oni. They're turning. Wait, an Oni? This got to be a Delph fruit power because they're turning other people into Onis. They're being infected. Infected by what? Closed doors. Closed door to every tower. Oh man, Queen is evil. He said, everybody close the door. Lock down. Everybody turn into Oni. Wow. This floor is finished. This is the shining jewel of my playgrounds. Ice Oni. Wait a minute. Playgrounds? How are they turning people into Onis with just some bullets? Like I know that they had some rounds that they could put in people that really mess them up, like start them to start decaying and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like we seen that made sense. But Ice Onis, maybe that gun he has a devil fruit in it. I'm trying to figure out like how's he making them into Ice Onis? That to me that's a little bit much. Like what is this science based or is it a devil fruit? We know it's not his devil fruit because he turns into a dinosaur. But does his gun have a devil fruit? If his gun had a devil fruit, that would make sense. You know what I mean? Like if it had some type of mythical ice only devil fruit or something. Like, I don't know, some mythical creature devil fruit, something. I don't know, something. Man, you okay, my man Mean. What's going on? Okay. You do it live anyways. Doing what live? What are you talking about? I have no clue what you're talking about. I do what live? Okay, Xbox Series X almost here, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not getting one anytime soon. I'm gonna need a minute. Maybe when those if I can catch up on my rent and that stimulus check drop, I can use that to get an Xbox and a PlayStation. Actually, to be honest, I probably wouldn't get the Xbox. I get the PlayStation. I thought you was an Xbox fanboy. I'm not really like that. I am more so team Xbox. Let's keep it real. I am. For now. I started off team PlayStation. I will switch up if something's better. Period. But I got an Xbox One X. Xbox One X right here. I can play, the current games right now on this. I don't need to get the Xbox Series X just yet. That's a good thing about Xbox. Matter of fact, I wanted to talk about that. People talk about Matt. We'll wait. I'll wait to the end of the stream, and then I'll talk about those something about the Xbox. People keep complaining about that. I really don't think it's a big issue. Okay, first basement level. Okay, we had this before where like Luffy was traveling up to prison and they had like different floors and they showed him going up and blah 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 whatever. Okay, Luffy's on he's at the first basement. There's a basement underneath that. I think he's heading up. Okay, out of my way. Wait, Luffy. Somebody said, wait, Luffy, hold on. Somebody grabbed him by the face. Somebody who must have been strong because they was able to grab Luffy without him dodging and whatnot. Okay, party table. Kick course. Sanji is just spinning around. He's doing the spinneroonie he learned from Booker T and knocking everybody out. This is ridiculous. This right here. These smile fruits are ridiculous. These smile fruits are ridiculous. They're ridiculous. Hey, you'll pay for what you did to my guys. Prepare for a beatdown. This dude literally has half of a gorilla on his arm. Like the torso of the gorilla is coming out of his arm and is fighting like this. Like he has his hand out like this with a gorilla on his arm. It's got a head and everything. He got 3 arms. This is ridiculous. I would never take these. These smile fruits is messed up. Okay, you won't get past me. Okay, Animal Kingdom Pirates headliner Briscola, gorilla smile fruit. Why is the gorilla grown out of there, like out of his arm? You're a couple wise guys, huh? This is crazy, man. This is crazy. I would get a refund for that. For that smile fruit, I would get a refund. So it looks like Sanji was the one that stopped Luffy. Because I seen the hand stop Luffy, and then I see Sanji do the thing, but we didn't know whether it was Sanji or not. But Sanji's strong enough where he could sneak up on Luffy a little bit. You know what I mean? Okay, let me see. Man, you pushed out this next live reaction fast. Yup. They're going to start coming fast. Get used to it. Get used to it. My old laptop is a crap top. He says a crap top. One of my man Tony, he the one told me that name. I mean, told me that he calls them that. He has a crap top. Okay, this new laptop is a big jump. It has an Intel Core i7. i7, that's good. There is the i9. I think is top notch. There is laptops and desktop computers with Intel Core i9, but it's very expensive. That's why I was telling you get the gaming desktop. I don't know why you wouldn't have room for a desktop. Well, you would have to have room for the desktop and the monitor. But I could fit. I have a little small desk here. Now, if I angle this right, I could take the whole desktop, put it behind my monitor, and it will only take up. Let me see, 2 feet, 4 square feet. That's one desk. Okay. Talking about your content and live reactions. What are you talking about? Oh yeah. You talking about when I do the streams? I be talking about other stuff during the live reaction. Yup. Okay, I'm mad they pushed Cyberpunk 2077 back. They were doing death threats. They said, "Yo, if we don't get our Cyberpunk 2077, we murdering everybody." That is crazy over a video game. They said they was going to delay it 1 month. And they said, "What?" To be honest, though, people have been waiting since 2013. They was waiting when the PS3 was out. PS5 is already out. It's already in the wild already. Yes, I can understand why people are mad, but you gonna kill them? Okay, what's good? I want my vision back. Wait, you got an Xbox One X? Yes, I've been had it. Thought you had the Xbox One. No, I got a One X. Okay, word. I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077. You know, at first I wasn't. Then I seen some gameplay of it, and now I'm really intrigued. I really am. I do want Cyber 20. At first, it wasn't like I thought it was a bad game or anything like that. I just wasn't interested. I didn't see the when they first started showing trailers and stuff like that for it. I just seen like the stuff that just came out just recently, and I was like, oh, okay, another shooter, because it's they dropping shooters left and right. So I was like, another shooter, but this is a little bit different. And then I seen the open world that they had in there. I was like, okay, cool. Once I seen the gameplay, now I'm interested in getting it. Okay, I pre-ordered the PS5, but I'm going to really be playing current gen games. There's so many I still haven't played. Yup. Yes. Okay. Trust me from the reviews, they saying after playing Xbox Series X, you won't be able to go back to the last gen. People people are hating on Xbox. I'm telling you, this generation is different. To be honest, when the PS2 came out and the Xbox came out, Xbox was way better than the PS2. They just didn't have the games the PS2 had. Other than that, Xbox was way well. There is one thing that PS2 had on it. You could play DVDs right out the box, which I was mad about. I was like, how come I can't play DVDs? I was like, I know it can do it. Why I gotta buy a remote? They trying to force me to spend this extra money just to play some DVDs. I just never got it. I just used my DVD player to play DVDs. You know what I mean? But with the PlayStation, you could do it right out the box. I couldn't understand it. That to me that was anti-consumerism. It was anti-consumer. But when the 360 and the PS3 came out, the PS3 is a better console. But the 360 was a smaller, more sleeker console, and they had a lot of the good games at the time. So we ran with the 360. When the Xbox One came out, I didn't get the Xbox One when I got the PS4. Because they had all those issues going on with the Xbox. So I switched over immediately. I didn't even think about getting the Xbox. Well, actually, I did ask some people. I said, yo, what you think about the Xbox? The dude was like, nah. I was like, okay, cool. We done. And we switched over to Team PlayStation. So if I switch, I'm not one of those fanboys who's just like, I just want the PlayStation. It's people that's really sack riding Sony so hard. They sack ride Sony so hard. I mean, it's ridiculous. You will see them doing the mental gymnastics they do to justify some of the stuff they say makes no sense. Like when the Xbox when the Xbox Series X was first revealed, they said, oh my God, it's so huge. It's huge. And then when the PS5 dropped, it's the biggest console ever. Literally. It's the biggest console ever. And guess what? Guess what PlayStation fanboys are saying? You need that size for it to be cool. It needs to run. You didn't say that when the Xbox dropped. It's big, it's huge, it's in the refrigerator. But when PlayStation dropped and it was way bigger than that, well, you gotta cool it somehow. As long as the games run good, that's what matters, right? Now you got sense. When you need to have logic for Sony, you have logic. But when you don't have logic, you act crazy. Okay, anyway, let me get back to it after that rant. Let me get back to the chat after this rant. And no, I've won my vision back. People do not have 4K TVs. There's a couple people that do. 4K TVs are out, but only a few people have them. I have one, but I think a lot of people don't. They don't. They get worse. What you mean they get worse? Ben had 4K. It's time for people to update their TVs. You got money. I don't. Okay, somebody dropped a what you call them? A link to One Piece chapter 994. Okay, cool. I doubt I'm gonna do it tonight because I gotta wake up early in the morning to open up the store. Also break next week. Okay, good. And I get a chance to do some other stuff. Where Morgan at? He owe me money. Yup. Morgan said he's gonna give you $1,000 if I show up in 20 minutes. Okay, what I'm getting on PS5 day one is Spider-Man Miles Morales. I really want that, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I want Assassin's Creed, but I'm not like amped about it like I am about Miles Morales. That's consoles in general. I remember back when graphics didn't matter and the eye can't see 60 frames per second. They said the eyes can't see 60 frames per second. To be honest, if you're watching 60 frames a second, if you're just watching a movie or something like that, then it don't matter. 60 frames a second is good. But if you're playing a game and you got to be able to keep up with stuff, if it's 60 frames a second, even 60 frames a second, it can look a little choppy. You know what I mean? It's not more so the graphics that you're worried about. It's when you're moving, it start looking real choppy. It start looking real choppy. So yeah, we kind of do. We need to get up to 120 frames a second. Okay, then why don't you tell me how a gorilla is supposed to grow? He said, the dude said, you're a couple wise guys, huh? And I think it's Sanji said, well, how's a gorilla supposed to grow? It's not supposed to grow out your elbow. Okay. How should I know? Oh, no, the dude said that. He said, then why don't you tell me how a gorilla is supposed to grow? He said, the gorilla supposed to grow out my arm. What are you talking about? This dude's an idiot. He said, how should I know? Gorilla punch. Oh, say, because the gorilla, he threw a punch at Sanji, and the gorilla's throwing two punches. He punched with the gorilla, and the gorilla threw two punches. I wonder if the gorilla actually listens to the guy, or is it on its own, or is he controlling it, or what? How does it actually work? That was pretty powerful. Hey, there's a bunch back there too. All right, I'll take care of them. A bunch what back there? A bunch of what? A bunch of Zoan type what you call them? Okay, how many times do we have to tell you to conserve your strength for Kaido? Okay, so Sanji trying to stop him because he's like, yo, if you fight, you ain't gonna have enough strength for Kaido. First off, you ain't got enough strength for Kaido right now. Okay, I'll take you to it'll take you too long to handle all these guys alone. Shut up. Is 10 seconds too long for you? I'll do it in 3. Fishman karate. Okay, so what you call them? Sanji said he'll finish them off in 10 seconds. Jinbei said, I'll do it in 3. Jinbei is flexing. He's stronger than Sanji. That's what he's trying to say. Jinbei is flexing. Shark brick fist. Bang. Briscola is out of there. He's out of there. Luffy, Sanji, I figured I would find you here. Jinbei, I'm getting you up to the roof. You must conserve your power. Okay, who put you in charge? I'm the one dragging Luffy along. Jinbei's in charge because he's a gangster and he's smarter than you, and He's stronger than you, and he's better strategist, and he's a gangster, and he's wiser, and he's more mature, and he's a gangster. And one more thing, he's a gangster. Okay. Oh, he said, "Oh, you are sorry." And Jinbei was like, "Oh, you the one helping Luffy out?" He said, "Okay, you can do it." Okay, the samurai should have reached the top of the battlefield. We ought to head there. How do you know everything that's happening? Watch out, because if Luffy gets a chance to fight, he'll take it. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, we got a cat with like a mask on, like a paper mask on with an eye on it. I have no clue what it is. It might be being controlled by somebody. Yup, it's being controlled by somebody. Okay, I think so. Okay, Yamato and Momonosuke passed through the right brain tower. Right brain tower. They're heading to the outside. This girl, she could put like a thing on the something on the cat. She put like a mask on it, and she could see through the mask and see through the cat's eyes. It must be some type of devil fruit power. Okay, this is King. The enemy strength is about 5,400. Most of them are samurai rallying around Odin's vassals. In other words, this is a rebellion of the Kozuki clan to restore their house to power. They seek to place Odin's son, Kozuki Momonosuke, upon the shogun's throne of Wano. Kill Momonosuke and bring his head to me now. King is crazy. I didn't know King was so gangster. King is a straight gangster. I mean, this dude's a beast. What will break the will of the samurai to fight? Okay. So they think they could do something that's going to make them stop even wanting to fight. I doubt it. Because they have nothing to lose now. They've been getting beat by Kaido so bad, they have nothing to lose. Okay. We've been through about 54K, 4K TVs. My nephews keep breaking them. You got money, man. That's all that means. Everybody ain't got money like that. I don't. I got a TCL. No, I don't have a TCL. I got the worst Philips they got. The worst Philips TV they have in the world. The color accuracy is all off. It looks crazy weird. And you can't get it accurate. But I couldn't afford nothing else. It was only like $100. Okay. Who said you can't see 60 frames, 60 FPS? I didn't say that. I said that it looks choppy. I said it's good. It's good enough when you're just looking at like a movie or something like that. But when you playing a game and you zipping around, it looks choppy. Okay. You can't see it on YouTube because YouTube is capped at 30. Okay. Yup. Like the video, y'all. Sanji ain't Monster Trio no more. Nope. It's a monster quintuple. No, quintuple, that's 5. Monster quad druple. Is monster quartet. That's what it's called, quartet. Okay, we got any boxing fans in here? Anyone watching the Gervonta Davis fight right now? Tomorrow. By the way, what did you eat today, man? I had a hoagie, a turkey and roast beef hoagie from Jimmy John's, and I had some halal food. It was fish and rice. King's been pulling up since the start. Yeah. I ain't know King was so gangster, man. This dude's gangster. He ain't playing around. All right, let's see. He ain't playing no games. He tied. The Pirates will be a separate matter, I suppose. Momonosuke's current location is, where's he at? King is not playing. He took it straight to Sanji. King took, because he was silent and not doing much when we first seen him. But this dude has, like, you right. He has not been. He's the one that dropped Big Mom off and dropped on the head, and that was him. He has not been playing since the very beginning. You are right. Hey, wait, give it a rest. Yamato's trying to tell her, yo, I'm not coming after you. Shinobi's still running. She is quick. Got it. Found him. Take aim. Fire. Okay, they shot at Momonosuke. Shinobu's able to block it a little bit. Okay. Yo! They fired a bunch of arrows that went right into Shinobu. Right in her back. It's a good thing she fat. But it still tore her up. She was like, ah. Oh, man. Tore her up. Shinobu, what's happening? Stay out of this, Kunoichi. Stay out of this. Stay down. Okay, here goes some dude with his, we got a weird dude with, he got one of these messed up devil fruits. And basically, he's literally a turtle, but he's just a torso on the turtle's back. I'm telling you, I have no clue why these guys are taking these devil fruits, man. They must like being jacked up. But now this ends, Shinobu. This dude's pretty big too. He can ready slice him. Run, Lord Momonosuke. Run. Is that what a shogun is that what a shogun should do? So Momonosuke, he said, run. He said, man, respect my gangster. He said, I ain't running from nothing. He said, that's not what thugs do. He said, I'm getting ready to do something a little more gangster. That's what I'm going to do. He said, run, I'm going to do something a little more gangster than that. Yamato dropped this guy, one hit. Wham, it's a wrap. And he's looking like, huh, what's going on? I thought this dude was riding a rhino. He's actually one of them messed up devil fruits, and he's just a torso on top of a rhino. I'm telling you, these guys are idiots. Why would you take these devil fruits? Look at them. Look at these guys. Okay. This one's a porcupine. He's not that bad. I mean, even it's still not that good because you got all them quills all over you all over the time, all the time, but he's not that bad. This lady got a crab body behind her. That's not that bad. It's still in the way, but you still have a normal body. We can use your body normally, except you got to watch the back. This guy is literally on top of a rhino. He's an idiot. All right. So you intend to interfere with this young master Yamato, I'm not interfering. I'm fighting for Kozuki. She said, I'm one of the ops, and I'm sliding on y'all. She said, I pulled up on you. I'm one of the ops. She said, I'm not with y'all. I'm the op. Okay, Skull Dome. Skull Dome. Okay. Kaido got dropped. When Odin did it, it didn't drop him. It hurt him, but it didn't drop him. Okay, windpipe. Stop his breathing. Sever his windpipe. Stop his breathing. They going for the kill. This fight ain't over until his head is severed. Okay, in your spirit, I saw the visage of Kozuki Odin. His hockey is inside their weapons and inside them, probably following them or something like that. I think that's what's going on with remember the cursed swords and stuff like that? I think that's what was going on with Zoro. I could have let you kill me. What are you talking about? I could have let you kill me. With each throb of my scarf, okay, Father help. I could have let you kill me. I remember, but you people are not Odin. We will never see a monster samurai of his like again. What does Kaido really still want to commit suicide? Is that what it is? I don't know if I think maybe Kaido might be drunk when he commits suicide. I don't know. Because it looked like he ain't trying to do it now. You know what I mean? Why does he want, what happened to him that makes him want to do that? I mean, we did hear the story that he was getting bust up for a long time. Anyway, I guess he feels like he doesn't want to fall to them. Like he feel like Odin was worthy of falling to. Like if I fought against him and I got knocked off, that's cool, but not these guys. I can't let them win. Okay, Mean, when's the last time you ate a home cooked meal? About a year ago, maybe a year ago. No, it might not have been a year, but it was almost close to it. A big chunk of your paycheck going straight to eating out. You would save a lot of money cooking. I would. The problem is I haven't had time and stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's what's really been going on. The way my schedule is set and I'm all over the place, it's been hard to even do that. Okay, it is too shallow. You don't even have enough power to open up the old scar. Okay, so he didn't. So they wasn't as strong as Odin. All combined, Odin was crazy strong. That tells you Kaido was crazy strong. Kaido was able to survive it. Okay, he back up. You cannot do it. So he goes for the breath attack. Okay, here's where I think Kaido's gonna start winning. Yo! Invisible slashes. He did the breath attack, right? And instead of seeing fire or anything like that, it's like those air strikes, but like slashes. It chopped off Kiku's arm, clear off. It cut her blade too. Like her blade is gone. Yo, I like this chapter. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is exactly what's supposed to happen. Kaido's supposed to be making a comeback. I didn't know he was going to make a comeback in this major way. And I wonder how he's doing this. My initial thought is when he did the slash attacks, he's using observation haki to maybe to conceal it so that they don't know where he's going to cut him and stuff like that. They can't predict what he's doing. And I think he's using his teeth. Like he's swinging his teeth open so fast that his teeth are making those slashes. Because he did like a dragon breath or whatever. He didn't use his claw. He didn't do that with his claw. He opened his mouth. So I'm thinking that's what happened. He's using his teeth to do it. Let me see. I think he's doing it with his teeth. Cause I don't understand how he could use like dragon breath and it just be slashes. I think it's his teeth. That would make sense. Because those things are short. And he has a lot of them too. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 slashes came at Kiku. And there's another one over here. So it's 5 of them in total that we see. And they can't even see him. Okay, so Kiki lost. I said Kiki. Kiku lost a limb. It seems like the stakes are higher in this arc. Remember in the last arc, what did they lose? In this arc, Nekomamushi lost an arm. And Arashi lost a leg. Kiku lost an arm. Momonosuke got beat up. The stakes is high in this one. This is good. Good chapter. This is good. And they're not as strong as Odin, even all combined. That's the way it should be. That's good. That's good writing. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let's see. Laptop was 1,500. That ain't that bad. Not for what you was telling me you was getting. That ain't too bad. 1,500. That's good. But you could have got a gaming desktop and laptop for less than that. You could have got a gaming laptop. Gaming desktop with the same specs for 1,000, and then spend 200-300 on a crap top. Because what do you really do on a laptop? Are you really doing that much? Do you really need that much power? Laptops are mostly for portability. God damn it. All right. Do you think Zoro is going to deliver a blow to Kaido because it's looking that way? Zoro is one of the strongest fighters they got. So if he makes it up there, then yes. Okay, why did you stop doing the Walking Dead reviews? You were killing it with those. Man, my time was limited. I was missing episodes and stuff like that. It all, to be honest, every one of my problems that y'all see me going through, it stems from one thing: money. I don't have enough money. I have to work more hours at the job. Comes down to that. And you're right. I was cutting those the episode reviews. Those my biggest ones. I got tens of thousands of views on some of them. They got like 40,000 views on one of them. Like, it was ridiculous. If I would have kept that up, I might have been doing a lot better. I probably would have been doing like Arrowverse reviews and stuff like that. But things didn't turn out that way. So I went back to basics. That's why I keep trying something and being half doing it. So I had to go back to basics. I'm telling you, this YouTube game is for people that got time on their hands. Like, a lot of young people can do it because they live in their home with their parents and they can just take the time and just do whatever they need to get done. And they can take their little allowance. And you know what I'm saying? If they got a computer and just a couple other gadgets, they can get this stuff done. But me, I got to put a lot of time in other stuff. Okay, you spent $1,500 on the i7 laptop, bruh. He said, bruh. Wasn't your computer 1,000 mean? I mean, $999. It was 1,100. It was 1,000 plus $100 added on to it, plus tax and all that other stuff. So it was $1,000 plus another 100. So it was 1,100 I spent in total. Okay, Micro Center was selling the i7 processor for $200. You could have easily built a strong PC for $1,500. Yes, he's right. Now, it's not even just that. Build, you can get a pre-build PC with those specs for less than $1,500 or close to $1,500. That's a pre-build. That's not even building it yourself. If you build it yourself, you can do even better. You can either get a little bit cheaper or get a little bit higher specs. That's the benefit with building it yourself. Oh yeah, what I wanted to talk about was this. People keep complaining about the Xbox controller, right? It doesn't come with rechargeable batteries. The PlayStation batteries come rechargeable. Here's the problem I got with that argument. It's a silly argument. Somebody kept telling me, I get a rechargeable battery out the box with play, but it's not user replaceable. Look at the downside to the Xbox controller. Look at the downside to the PlayStation controller. Look at the upside to the PlayStation controller, right? In terms of like the battery. The only upside to the PlayStation controller is you get rechargeable out the box. That's it. There's no other advantage to it. That's it. There's no other. Everything else is a disadvantage. If let's say the battery runs out, you got to play wired. Unless you get another controller. That means you got to spend $60 more to get another controller, so that way you can swap out controllers. If the battery dies like completely, because you know rechargeable batteries don't last forever, they die completely. You need to get a new battery. If you get a new battery for a PlayStation controller, you had to literally disassemble your controller in order to put the battery in it because it's not user replaceable. Or you had to buy a whole new controller. So you spend more already out the box. That makes no sense. Here's the downside to the Xbox controller. It's not rechargeable out the box. Meaning you have to do one of two things. Play with the AA batteries and go ahead and order a recharge kit or rechargeable batteries on Amazon, which is a hassle. I agree with that. When I went and got my Xbox, I went and got a rechargeable kit for $10. $10. And now I've never plugged my controller in ever. When the controller died, I switched the batteries. That's it. That's much more convenient. Now, think about it like this. Yes, you may have to buy some batteries. More than likely, you have to buy some batteries or a recharge kit um, um, as soon as you get the controller. But here's the thing with the PlayStation. You're going to have to do that later on anyway. If your controller's completely shot, you got to buy a new battery and replace it yourself. Or you got to go ahead and buy a whole new controller. What's cheaper? Like you getting that? Like I ain't used this controller and it's fresh out the box. Okay, check this out. What if Microsoft included a rechargeable battery pack inside the box? It would be look, here's the upsides to rechargeable to what Xbox is doing. The downside is inconvenient that you got to go out with batteries when you first get the controller. That's a real inconvenience. I don't like that. I wish they would keep it the way it is, but just include a rechargeable battery inside the pack. But here's the upsides to it. First off, you can get third-party batteries. The same way people bragging about the PlayStation having you can use third-party SSDs. Well, you can use third-party batteries with the controller. So you can get cheap batteries. I got one for $10. Second is, if your battery dies, you don't have to plug in. You can just swap out batteries. Third, some people already have rechargeable batteries. They might be AAA batteries and whatever. If you already have that, as soon as you get the controller, you just swap them out. Just use it. Some people have rechargeable batteries already from using it in other things. You know what I'm saying? They might have controller and they was using like a remote control and was using that with rechargeable batteries. And then when they got the Xbox, they just throw that in there. You know what I mean? Also, you can use AA batteries. I know what you're saying. That's a disadvantage. It's a disadvantage to only be able to use AA batteries, but it's not a disadvantage to be able to have the option to use AA batteries. What if your controller died, right? And let's say the battery is completely shot, but you had some AA's lying around. You can throw those AA's in there until you get another charger or get another batteries or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What if, for me, look at me. I'm the only one using my Xbox. Why would I buy two controllers just to swap them out to play wirelessly? I just bought two batteries for $10 and now I never have to plug in. What if I was playing on PlayStation, which I was? When my controller died, guess what I do? I had to play corded. They told me, "Oh, you got to recharge battery and the pin. You playing with a wire half the time anyway. When you playing PlayStation, you hooked up with a wire half the time. Let's keep it honest. Be honest. That controller dies, you plug it in, and that it's not a big deal. But I never have to do that because I got the recharge kit that I can just swap the batteries out. I don't see how PlayStation did. Some PlayStation people say, I don't know how Xbox people put up with it. Put up with it. It's an advantage. The only disadvantage is the inconvenience of having to get the rechargeable batteries in the first place. That's the only inconvenience. But other than that, everything else is an advantage. You can replace it yourself. Okay, the Xbox controller still uses AA batteries. I think Microsoft has stock in AA batteries. Makes the controller heavier. That somebody else said that too. It does make the controller heavier, but by how much? Really? The controller is not that heavy where you my hands are hurting. It's not. Come on, man. Stop playing. The controller is not that heavy. I play all day with this like nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right. It is a little bit heavier, but that ain't a big deal. Okay, I've had the same PS3 controller for who knows how long, never had to replace it. Some people had to replace theirs. Guess what? I had two controllers, PlayStation 4 controllers, needed to be replaced. The batteries are dead. That's two of them. Needed to be replaced. I had two PS4s. Both the batteries are dead. In the controllers, they gone. It's done. I mean, I say I had two PS4s. I had one PS4 and two PS4 controllers. Should I say? My bad. Okay. I legit thought they would have put webcams, cameras in next gen consoles. Surprised they didn't. I never even thought about that. Is Jimmy John's better than Subway? I forgot how they tasted since I had it once. Subway has more of a variety, but the sandwiches Jimmy John's has is better. Antonio Labs is a gangster. This guy sent $5,000 and said for making it out the struggle. No, I didn't. $5,000 is not enough to make it out the struggle, but thank you. I really appreciate it. He didn't send $5,000, $5. But I really appreciate it, man. You are a gangster. I want everybody to know that. Okay, and yeah, you're right, man. A gaming desktop would be cheaper since a laptop can't be upgraded. That too. That's a big thing. You can upgrade it. I didn't say that part. If you wanted to, you can get a i7 or i9 processor. That's true. Okay, what's true? I don't know what he's talking about. I think he's talking about what Jack said. Intel Core i7 processor for $300 on Amazon. Intel Core i9 processor for $389. It's only $90 more used on Amazon. There you have it. If you can, I don't know how much room you got, or maybe you somebody that you have the room, but you're always moving so much you need the power in your laptop. That's different. But if you're at home and you're playing mostly on, I'm doing this because I'm touching my my desktop. That's why you see my arm going up like this. Somebody kept telling me to get a desktop. Matter of fact, one of my best friends, he's like, man, game desktop. I'm telling you, desktop. And I was like, okay. And at first I didn't buy it, because I was like, I like laptops anyway, and I've already had the portability. That's what I thought at first. Guess what happened? I used the laptops. I barely ever moved them. They all sat right on my desk. And I was like, wait a minute. I said, this guy was right. This thing just sitting here. Why do I need a laptop if it's just sitting here? Now, I know the desktop way bigger, but guess what? This is more powerful than all the other computers I had. Not by a whole lot, because I had a gaming laptop too that was pretty powerful. But this is still a little bit better than that. And it's good. This ain't going to degrade as quick. You know what I mean? And I can get a cheap laptop, which I have over here. A little cheap laptop was only $300, which is both of these combined was cheaper than my gaming laptop. It was cheap. It's cheaper. So now the light stuff I could do on my laptop, and I could take it anywhere and not worry about if it breaks. Oh, I just lost my gaming laptop. No, I got a crack top. It works for everything I need to do. Get on the internet, watch YouTube video, all that stuff it does. But when I want to get some serious power, I'm mostly at home anyway. Boom, it's right here. That's the best. I'm telling you, you gotta be strategic with this. Laptop is also portable. I know, that's what I'm saying. Use it for portability. Some people have a cheap laptop at home and then use a tablet when they travel. The laptop, because it's cheap and they might move around their house. You know what I'm saying? If they want to take it out, they can. You know what I'm saying? But it's cheap. They got a cheap laptop. They ain't get a gaming laptop. And then they use a cheap tablet that might be around the same price as their laptop, where they can travel with it and have it on them at all times for doing lightweight stuff. Most people ain't doing much more than going on Facebook, Instagram, and going on, on the internet, watch YouTube videos. That's pretty much it. You could do that with your phone. You don't need a gaming laptop to do that. Okay, I've had the same custom built PC since 2012. Now, does it need to be upgraded? Okay, now does it need to be upgraded? Hell yeah. But laptops on average have slowed down tremendously or have overheating issues after a couple years. Yeah, it's less space in the laptop. It's going to overheat. Also, he says it needs to be upgraded. You can upgrade it intermittently. You don't have to, or periodically is a better word. With the laptop, once you can upgrade some laptops to an extent. Yes, that's true. But for the most part, you're gonna replace the whole thing. That's what you're gonna do for the most part. But with the desktop, you don't have to do that. You can just take out the parts you need to take out. You know what I mean? That's it. All right. We went from One Piece to gaming. Yeah, y'all did that. And if you break your laptop screen, it's either a new laptop or spend $200 to get this to fix the screen. Yeah, so that's why get a cheap laptop. You can get a laptop for $200, but if you break the screen, get a whole new laptop, $200. You can get a Chromebook, depending on how you use it. If all you're going to be doing is just surfing the web and going on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, you can get a Chromebook, man. They cheap. I mean, they super cheap. They're very underpowered, but they got the power you need for what you normally do with them. You know what I mean? I hate Chromebooks with a passion. I don't get Chromebooks, but I'm just telling for people that don't really do much with laptops, get a Chromebook. I don't use Chromebooks. My old laptop is $300, something $300 something dollars. Mine's is too. Okay, the Omen is a monster laptop. Yeah, and if you drop it on your foot, you'll do some hollering. Anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe because I can't eat. I'm broke. You got the power to change that. Check the links in the description box. Now I should be once I get off work, I should be back at it. I should catch up on Dragon Ball, and then we're gonna do solo leveling, and then we should be gaming Sunday. Anyway, go ahead and like the stream and all that other stuff. Peace. Happy Halloween weekend. Yeah, thank you.